If you're aiming for a high UMS in your upcoming IAL biology exam, here are 10 small things that you can do that will have a big impact on your grade. I am ranking these tips from helpful at the beginning to top level strategies at the end. First, do not treat all topics equally. If you've solved the full Unit 2 past paper, you've probably noticed that there are certain topics with more weight in the exam, including natural selection, gene expression, cell division. Spend more time trying to understand these topics in more depth. Learn all the details. They're worth every minute of your time. Tip number 2. There are certain topics from Unit 1 that are likely to appear in your Unit 2 exam. I suggest that you do a quick recap on biological molecules, protein synthesis from Unit 1. Alternatively, you can revise these topics while solving full Unit 2 past papers. Tip number 3. Expect to be asked to draw diagrams for certain organelles or cell division stages. Practice drawing them clearly with correct labels and proportions. Check the mark scheme. They tend to be very specific when it comes to drawings. Tip number 4. I want you to look back at your Unit 1 exam. Check what kind of questions you struggled with. If it was application questions, train yourself to answer those graph, data analysis questions. There is nothing to study here. Just practice these questions. They tend to be a bit more advanced in Unit 2 than they are in Unit 1. Now, before we get to the more important tips, I am running crash course for both Unit 2, Unit 3 for IAL Biology and Chemistry. If you would like to join, find the link in the description below. Now, tip number 5, study certain topics in parallel. I'm talking here about similar processes that can be compared side by side, like fertilization in plants and humans, mitosis, meiosis, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. You get the point. There are many similarities and differences. This can almost cut your revision time in half and improve your recall much more. Tip number 6, aim to solve every single exam paper from 2019 onwards. Many students treat those past papers as like a checklist and they just want to get them done as soon as possible. Students who score full UMS have a different approach. They solve in depth. They bookmark and keep revisiting their mistakes. Even if you get the question right, write all missing points from the mark scheme in case that same question appears in your exam with more marks. Also, you'll be using those full past papers you solved as a revision guide before your exam. Tip number 7. Unlike Unit 1, Unit 2 has predictable math questions. You have actually given these formulae in advance. So, expect questions about the mitotic index, Hardy-Weinberg, index of biodiversity, and all the other formulae you have been provided throughout the syllabus. Tip number 8. Unlike Unit 1, a 120 UMS is not very difficult to be achieved in Unit 2. Not because Unit 2 is easier. It actually has a slightly harder content, but mainly because IAL exams are based on skills and strong exam techniques. You have been through Unit 1, so look back, see what went right and what went wrong. I can tell you from my experience, this is one of the best ways to improve. If you could just avoid the same revision mistakes you made in Unit 1, your Unit 1 score becomes your baseline, and every mark you gain here builds on top of it, pushing your overall grade much higher. Speaking of exam techniques, for tip number 9, I want you to try this next time. When you solve a full past paper, decide whether to start the exam in order or to go backwards. Many students have told me they perform better when starting from the harder questions at the end of the exam because these questions require more thinking and they solve them while their mind is still fresh. While other students prefer to go in order because these easier questions you have at the beginning help you to build confidence. So find out what kind of exam taker you are. The last tip, and perhaps the most important one, is to plan your revision. I know that this might sound very simple, but when you set weekly targets and clear daily goals, you'll stop wasting time deciding what to revise every day. You'll relieve so much pressure as you get close to the exam. Do not leave things until the last minute. Schedule at least 2 mock tests a couple of weeks before your final exam. Do not let the exam dates pressure you. own your revision schedule.